Hi boys and girls, for our next project we're going to make some tie-dye paper that we're going to turn into a butterfly. Now you can use a couple things for this. You could use a baby wipe, which is what I did with this one, or you could use paper towel. So I'm going to show you how to do that with paper towel. And we're going to make a nice little background with cut paper that we can glue our butterflies on when they are done. So what you're going to do is take a piece of paper towel and pull from the center like this, hold it in the center of the paper towel and twist. Just like that, so it's all twisted up and you hold it together. Then you're going to use rubber bands. Now I am using hair ties because that's what I had available to me, so those work great too. Or you can just use regular rubber bands, and we're going to put this aside real quick. Wrap it around our twisted up paper towel in 3 spots. So a little bit at the beginning, middle, and end. So again, rubber bands or hair ties work great too. Now I'm going to color this whole piece of paper towel with markers, just regular markers while it's dry. Color each section as many colors as you want to. Make sure you kind of get into some of these little folded spots. Don't worry about getting underneath these. That's the whole point of making it look like tie-dye. So get into like the folds and color it all. After you color it all with your marker, you're going to kind of just run it under water a little bit. Okay, so that way it gets kind of wet. That's what's going to turn it into tie-dye. Then you're just going to let it sit and dry. And when it dries and you take off the rubber bands, it's going to look like this. That's how we make it look like tie-dye. Very cool and lots of fun. Now to turn it into a butterfly, I am going to get a pipe cleaner. But if you don't have a pipe cleaner, you could also use just cut papers and stuff like that and fold this in however you want to. If you think this is a good, we're going to kind of play with it first to see if we think it's too big for our butterfly, because right now it kind of seems like it might be. I'm going to pinch it in the center like this. This is going to be the middle of the butterfly. So I could staple this together right now, so that way if I don't have a pipe cleaner, it will stay, and then you can make the body out of construction paper. But I think I need to make these a little bit shorter, so I'm going to cut down on the edges here. Otherwise my butterfly might be too floppy. So even though I had to cut off the blue, that's okay now. I think that's a better size. So I'm pinching in the center, and I am going to fold my pipe cleaner over like this on my paper towel. Down here, I'm going to twist a little bit to make a section of his body. So now I have a little loop down here that I just twisted. I'm going to, at the top where, I'm going to push this part of the paper towel down to the bottom of that loop, and then I'm going to close it here at the end of that paper towel. Now the wings are stuck inside. Then at the top, I will make another loop like this for the head, and then these are our antenna. 1, 2. Like so. Now it's a little bit floppy right now, but when I glue this to paper, it will stay. And again, if you didn't have a pipe cleaner and you just stapled this closed, you could just cut out 3 oval papers and glue them on top, and then 2 little rectangles for our antennas. Okay, so now I'm going to take this, just like my other butterfly, and I have my background. So for my background, I cut some triangles for grass, rectangles for stems, and then I cut out 2 colored flowers. I could also add like a sun or something, or clouds to the sky. And then I'm going to take my butterfly and choose a good spot for it and add some glue. You're going to want to make sure you glue down the wings and the body, because otherwise he's going to flop around everywhere. And stick on my butterfly. All right, so again, you can use paper towel or a baby wipe. Either one works great. You're going to color all the sections with regular marker. If you use paper towel, you do need to get the paper towel wet after you color it, and then you got to let that dry. So let it dry for a little while, maybe an hour or so, and then you could be making your background while you're letting it dry. You use the pipe cleaners to make the body and glue it to a nice background. I hope you guys have fun making this project. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And if you do end up doing the project, please share it with me on Dojo or through email. You're all doing a wonderful job on your artwork, and I can't wait to see what you do. Bye!